Produced by Dane Calloway and Tanisha Calloway. Watch this brand new documentary, Mother Rosa, right now at DaneMakeYouThink.com.
I've never been more anti-democratic than in this time of black conservatism that's going on right now, black conservatism. But my thing is this right here. I don't really with either side. I can see how the blacks can get, animosity toward the Democrats. But I think that's by design to make us go to the right side. And that, like I called it spiritual ping pong that they playing with our people power, believing in one white man to the next one when it's two wings of the same bird. I never fully understand why a lot of our people support Trump, so I be kind of roasting some of the answers I get. Like, he just a real man, he's a fly dude. Like, Trump that, and that ain't good enough for us to be giving our children a reason to believe in a certain figure.
You know why our people gravitated towards Trump? He's more entertaining. What do our people love the most?
Damn,
you know
dog.
what? You right. You hit it on the nose. You sure did, Dane.
It's Dane Calloway.
We got the Sonya Massey shooting. We don't hear Trump talking about that. We hear Kamala talking about it. Trump was back in the blue. He's all about the police. We saw what just happened to Sonya Massey. Are we still gonna push him in a time like this, especially when Republicans like Candace Owens is still coming out saying that the shooting of Sonya Massey was not racism? That's what Candace Owens coming out saying.
She said that.
I'm gonna play it for y'all. Candace Owens, she slammed Joe Biden, and then she went on to say that white men get shot and killed more than black Americans. Like, she loved to bring that up during these times.
Of course, as I have said since the beginning of time, there are mistakes that police officers are human beings. There are mistakes that happen, and the idea that now
that's
we're
a
going
mistake?
to use this situation
It's
and
not
all
a
the
mistake.
usual
That
suspects
was
are already
purposely
involved.
done.
Right, he walked up, he told her, I'll shoot you in your fucking face, and did it too. Dude, Candace Owens is really proving to me that she
calling that a mistake?
She's caught, man, bro, she don't know when to stop my. Hey, bro, Dane, you please do a video and call her fucking ass up, bro.
I didn't know. I didn't know she did this. I will.
I'm just finding out. This just came on Twitter only 19 hours ago, so it's just blowing up and But
that Attorney Crump is already involved to then try to make black Americans believe that this happened simply because she was black.
Oh my
is
God.
completely ridiculous. So I am saying to black Americans today, do not take this bait. Yes, what happened in this situation?
Bro, everybody know I'm not even like a race bait, and I know there's some racist shit. Bro, this crazy. Everything, like, it's okay if she don't think everything is racist. But come on now, this is obvious racist.
He's going to have a very hard time, this officer, saying that he absolutely felt so threatened by boiling water that the only solution was for him to mindfully say, I'm going to shoot you in the face, and that's what he did. I think that's going to be a very steep hill to climb. But the reaction from Black America cannot be exactly what they want. There is a reason that whoever is in control of Joe Biden's account instantly tweeted about.
Like, you don't have no humanity if that don't make you like, yo, this is f***ed up to see that black woman slaughtered like that. How you just come and automatically, like, this is a horrible video, man.
Okay, it's because they think we're stupid. They think we're emotional. I think that we always respond illogically and emotionally, and that
when this white police is the one responded illogically and emotionally when he shot that woman in the face. What the fuck?
It's an easy way for them to shore up votes by saying, oh, look, forget that we've destroyed everything around you and that we got you to burn down your neighborhoods, burn down your neighborhoods in 2020. And then obviously stole a bunch of money because none of that money actually went to making your neighborhoods better. And so now those communities are desolate. Forget all of that, because look, another video, and this means racism is back, and vote for us because we're going to show you how emotional we are. And that's exactly what Joe Biden did. He tweeted this on the heels.
Oh my God.
Sonya Massey, a beloved mother, friend, daughter, and young black woman, should be alive today. Sonya's death at the hands of a police officer reminds us that all too often black Americans face fears for their safety in ways many of the rest of us.
and you want to know why black people are liberals. You want to know why it's hard for the black man to lead a liberal plantation. Because people gonna vote for who they think got their best interest in mind. And I know President Biden don't give a fuck about Sonya Massey, but when you talking like this, you're gonna get the black vote. And my thing is, man, for you to be a black person voting Republican, you got to desensitize yourself to these issues like Candace Owens. Man, I'm a play it and I'm gonna be quiet and see if you want to say anything to this, Dane. I know Dane, like, what the f?
Do not. Sonya's family deserves justice. I am heartbroken for her children and family as they face this unthinkable and senseless loss. Jill and I mourn with the rest of the country, and our prayers are with Sonya's families, loved ones, and community during this devastating time. Okay, again, going to say here, this happened in Springfield, Illinois, that the only reason whoever is control of his account is putting that out there is because too many black Americans are turning toward Trump. They think too many black Americans are catching on to the Democrats' scam. And so they scan every one of these situations and they leave out the hard facts. And the hard facts are that if you examine this just based on a percentage rate, white Americans unarmed are more likely to be shot and killed by police officers in mistakes, shot and killed by police officers in these correspondences than black Americans. That is a fact. It is an inescapable fact. There's no way to examine this.
Why don't they share some of these on the news then?
And not come out with that understanding, okay? And they don't want you to know that. There's never been a time ever on his timeline where he has shared anything about a white person being killed.
And you haven't either, because it don't happen that much. When has Candace shared it, y'all? See what I'm saying? You will have to look for a needle in a haystack for that kind of content. But you see what I'm saying?
On by a police officer because it doesn't feed their narrative. So stand up to this, okay? And all you have to do is be mentally forthright. Do not fall for the scam. Do not run out of your house. Do not burn down your neighborhood in Springfield, Massachusetts. Instead, demand that Joe Biden make an appearance and let us know who has been in control of the White House all of this time.
No. Instead, we look to get justice for... Yeah, go ahead, Dane. I'm falling back. That's crazy.
She spent the narrative. I was sitting up here being quiet because I wanted to hear where she was going to take this, because she made it seem as if she was going to tell us what this was all about, but she didn't. She was telling everybody what it wasn't, in her opinion. Then she spent the narrative to, okay, don't let the Democrats use this as bait to get you guys to go riot and stuff like that, almost as if she's enticing people to do that in a way. But she never told anybody, as far as the black community, the quote unquote black community that she said, what this was all about. So if it wasn't about race, then what was it about?
She's also low-key saying protect property, because that's what the police do. They don't protect people, they protect
property. That's facts.
Yeah. Historically, no. Yeah.
They always do that. A brother gets shot down and they be like, don't go tear up the property, this property. They just keep killing these people though.
And I'm trying to see where she was going with that. Like, I'm gonna grab this whole thing because I want to hear what context she put this in. What did she label this as?
Oh, it's more to this. It might. Oh, I just
had
got
to be.
Okay, I'm gonna watch your video, bro, because man, yo, this right here. When I saw this, I said, bro,
it's go time.
We can't. This a whole nother reason I don't with the Republicans. I don't with the Democrats either. But this here is like tuning next
she's
level.
She's a Republican. She's a Republican. That's interesting. I mean, so what was it? What was his motive? Was he afraid that he was going to get hit with boiling water?
And that's the confusing part. And I see why you saying that, Dane, because because she didn't really say much about the perceived threat of the cop to justify his shooting. She didn't really go into that. Like, she did say, well, he gonna have a hard time justifying that. But if you know that he's wrong, like she showed a little sign that she know the cop is wrong, but her main thing is stay calm, black people. You know what I'm saying? And that shouldn't be the main thing. I think you can only tell people to be calm so much if you ain't telling the police to calm down and they keep escalating situations.
What was noticed was the tattoo on that cop's arm, which was the Viking calendar.
Yeah.
Which hasn't always been considered, it wasn't always like a white supremacist but in their like Reddit and their places, they are saying that this has been adopted by white supremacist people as a tattoo symbol for white supremacy. I don't know if that's true. I'm just saying that that's what
It is true, just like 88
you know
all
what
those symbols of the swastika too. Yeah.
You know what I want to know? Dane Calloway, I was telling the people earlier is that this ain't a black versus white thing. We got to learn to specify the particular groups of whites that's attacking us. And when we just say white folks, to me, it's like we saying the dude in the trailer down the street versus these Aryan dudes, these fucking brotherhoods, these real goddamn like groups that's really, you know what I'm saying? Now, this
originally they were called nativists. Yeah, I say we could counter or call them out individually versus saying the entire, because it's people that is darker than you and I that are considered white. So it's not necessarily about a person's skin tone or their status in the government. The people that are against us are our enemy, and it doesn't matter their skin complexion. It's not a set skin complexion. Based off of my research, the majority of the people that sold us out was our own people. I mean, of course, we gonna see some Caucasians enticing them, some foreigners enticing them, but the majority was our own people.
Yeah,
we don't know who the fuck we are and don't know who the fuck the enemy is. Crazy.
So this tattoo is Scandinavian and Nordic. And so if y'all want to look up the history of like the Scandinavians against, indigenous black Americans or whatever, I guess that'll lead to the hit. Cause I looked this tattoo up, it's so many white guys with this. So it's some kind of, order or whatever. I'm gonna do my little research on this symbol though. That's why I saved it. But yeah, man, this crazy that Candace Owens ain't talking like that. Like, that's what I was saying, Dane. You know how when they catch these young black men, they tell them to take the shirt off and they look for gang-related tattoos so they can put them. They should do that when they hiring police. If we see racist tattoos, you can't get on. We can't hire you. You know what I'm saying?
But that's because Candace Owens is a grifter.
That's crazy as hell. Y'all see a nigga with certain racist tats on and you'll send them right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, this would be crazy. But yeah,
like it's a sign to say like you welcome here, like welcome to the gang. They welcome those type of in the Candace Owens shit, right? She's saving face because y'all know that it's a few lawyers, it's a conglomerate of lawyers, right, that are suing Chevron and all these major corporations that are actually the lobbyists, which are the middlemen in between our tax dollars and what we actually get out of these elections. They going to war right now in the courts, in the Supreme Court. So they trying to eliminate all of these corporations that are called we call them the middlemen. So this is, she's trying to save face and make sure she get her check. Because remember, they took her check when she spoke about, the little small hats, the 50-50, the little tiny hats. When she made that statement and didn't take back, I'm not apologizing for it. Everybody's had their genocide. Everybody's had their Holocaust and Ma'afa or whatever, etc. That's when she got canceled. You can talk about anybody, but the ones with the little, but hey, y'all got it.
But let's not forget that she's also an actress. Like when she came into this game, she was an actress. She was working for a particular agency. I forgot the name of it, but people could look this up.
Damn.
And they were trying to insert her into particular movies, but then they saw, okay, well, wait a minute, we could use her as a commentator. Let's make her one of those social media profile people. Yeah, they hired her. That's what her check is. That's what she's getting paid to do. A so-called social commentator. And of course, she's going to be swinging to the Republican side. But yeah, I mean, she's not even, her people are not even from here.
It's go time.
All these politicians are failed actors that are too ugly for Hollywood.
Well, even the news reporter, they're actors. They're reading from a script.
Yeah.
They got to actually put on a persona when they get on the news. Like, on TV.
Most of these news reporters are descendants of billionaires. So they're millionaires trying to tell thousandaires and 100aires or whatever how we're supposed to think.
But it's not even them. They got script writers. They're literally reading from a script. When they look at the teleprompter, that's a script. They didn't write that. Somebody else wrote that.
Yeah.
And those same people that wrote that also write movies, also write books.
Totally.
Netflix.
And let me say something.
The same stuff over and over between channel and channel. They say the same thing because they are given talking points to tell us how we're supposed to feel. But we are rejecting that. Don't tell me how I'm supposed to feel. I'll tell you how I feel. How about that?
And I just want to say, there's a lot of black guys that got a crush on Candace Owens, and they'll defend her just because they like her on some she's fine, like a attractive black woman shit. I get this a lot. And I just want to let you niggas know, to break your heart, she married to her white zaddy. So you can might as well keep it real and say what you gotta say. You'll never get it. So let's just keep it real and make the arguments. I'm trolling now, though. I'm just being funny. But you know.
Yeah, I mean, I felt the same way about Serena Williams. Like, you know, when I saw Serena Williams with that, I was like, no. But, you know, it is what it is.
Serena's been bleaching her skin.
She been bleaching like looking like Charlemagne the God round this now.
Sammy Sosa.
She been touching herself. Yep.
I don't want to laugh.
Yeah. Look, Sammy Sosa. You saw that picture of Sammy Sosa looking like the Neapolitan. You know,
and they choose to do it once you get to a certain age. You choose to do it to yourself. Facts, Queen. Yep. It's all on you once you choose to do it to yourself. Once you reach a certain age, it's all on you. I ain't blaming no parents. I ain't blaming no system, because we all raised in the system when we know better. We know not to do certain things, but they choose to go ahead and do it for the certain benefits. So it's on them now. So yeah.
One of my friends said how her father used to like protect her as a child, and then in how she's behaving now, and they were like, well, her father died. Now she could just run them up, I guess.
I really do think it's a contract. With the contract with trying to keep her out in the forefront, they said, all right, well, since you're going to do that, you got to agree to marry outside of your race. And I think that's been happening for quite a while with a lot of these actors and actresses. And people in the entertainment realm or in the social realm. Yeah. Where they're considered public figures, but we have to see them on a consistent basis.
Dane, I'm glad
they have a machine behind them.
The whole thing with these,
saying that, Dane, because
you know that these people got a problem with their race though, because they'll marry outside their race, and then they will have hear me out for example, right? Serena Williams married a white man, but she skin bleaching and want to be a white woman. Candace Owens marries a white man. She put on lighter makeup and act like a little white woman. I'm saying that I see dudes date out. I see people marry out or date out, but they still like being a black dude though, or a black woman now. They wouldn't trade that, but they just want to hit some that's exotic or whatever. But these people got it bad. They really wish I'm just saying, you feel me? They just saying. But these people here, I'm just saying, man, because who you laying with shouldn't compromise your realness and what you saying though.
I agree with that. I agree.
So Dane, I'm thoroughly convinced that the system handpicks these athletes now. Like if you are too pro-black, you too whatever, you're not gonna make it because you are not an asset to the white supremacist system. If you willing to play the game, come on. Now that you're here, we're gonna line up all these light-skinned, white-looking girls. Pick one. Choose. Here you go.
Yep.
Which one you want?
That's been happening for years. Unfortunately. That's been happening for years.
Yes. And then they have children. Their children go back into the NBA or whatever, the movie, become actors, actresses, whatever. And then after that generation, all that black money, all that black wealth that man or woman created is gone. It's not even ours no more.
Facts, and it's written in their contract, they can only spend it on certain things, especially not schools, colleges, they can do little YMCA rec centers, but they cannot build schools. It's written in their contract, everything's contractual. So yeah, when they make those hundreds of millions of dollars, and we wonder why they ain't building up the things that we always fighting on the internet, It's because it's written in their contract. If you try to do that, your money that you think you're gonna use for that, we taking it.
Not just money, it's also fame. Don't forget, they put you in position or whatever. They could do it for little to no money as long as they get that fame. Look how many people cloud chasing right now for the fame. They'll do it for little to nothing.
I was just about to say, Oprah could build a school in Africa.
Yeah, I was about to say in Africa.
And then that same school, they was trafficking children.
It's up.
I'm just here to make you think.
Slow down. Yeah. Sub up like